What up, peeps? This is Get With It Sports, place where you get your sports with a little swag. I'm Glass.
I'm Brandon.
The best tag team tandem out here in sports talk. About to talk NBA, just NBA. We know there's other sports out there, but right now the NBA got the front row of our attention. They're the most relevant thing right now, so we're gonna talk about it.
Right.
We're gonna start off with the news tape. Then we will get into other subjects in the NBA, and then we're going to finish this off with our 2016 NBA Finals picks between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors, the defending champions. So let's go ahead and start off with the news tape. Oh, but before, we just want to thank you guys for joining in. We're always appreciative. You know, if you're on Spreaker right now, go ahead and click on the like button so you can see our other shows that we have on the Get With It Sports media and other topics we have here on 2 Cent Deposit on Sports. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, we got the rest in peace to New Orleans Pelican guard Bryce DeJean Jones, who passed away at the age of 23. The NBA rookie was shot to death in Dallas after breaking into an apartment he thought belonged to the mother of his child, officials say. Instead of finding the woman, DeJean Jones entered the wrong home, waking the man from his slumber around 3:20 a.m. on Saturday night or Sunday morning, however you want to take it. That man shot the 23-year-old baller in the midsection, the police says. Joshua Poole, a manager of the Camden Belmont Apartments, sent out an email to residents of the complex saying that an individual who believed to be breaking into the apartment of an estranged acquaintance inadvertently broke into the wrong apartment. Police said the resident heard a commotion, grabbed a handgun, and called out to the man who broke into the apartment. DeJean Jones kicked the bedroom door open, and then the resident fired, according to the police report. I don't know, first off, rest in peace to DeJean Jones. Like I say, he was a rookie for the New Orleans Pelicans. But dude, number one, it's 3-something in the morning.
You know what it was all about.
I know. You know what? Whether he was drunk or not, whatever, he was upset with his mom, like with his baby's mama. But if you can't be kicking down doors, not knowing what to expect, you know what I'm saying?
Especially if it's the wrong house.
Exactly. If you're gonna do it right, And I know it sounds like we throwing shade on my man. He passed away, but dude, come on. There's ways to handle this. Number one, as always, you need to walk this off and get your mind right, handle it in the morning the right way. You can't just be kicking down doors. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She could have been having a handgun and you still been in trouble.
Right.
So, it is what it is. But of course, rest in peace to DeJean Jones, man. Next up, we're going to talk about the Toronto Raptors, the head coach, Dwayne Casey, and a contract extension. Following Friday's season-ending loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers in the conference finals, the Toronto Raptors are expected to begin talks on a contract extension with head coach Dwayne Casey. Casey, who guided the club to the conference finals after winning a franchise best 56 games during the regular season, has a team option valued at $4 million for the 2016-2017 season. It has been reported that Raptors' deep playoff run will likely land Casey a deal similar to the 3-year extension struck between the Portland Trail Blazers and their head coach, who I thought should have. These two gentlemen right here should have been in the run. One of them should have won Coach of the Year, in my opinion. But I'm talking about Dwayne Casey, and they're going to match up with the contract that Portland Trail Blazers gave head coach Terry Stotts earlier this month. The Raptors have thrived under Casey since he took over a 23-win club in 2011-2012, improving their win percentage in every season under his watch and winning an unprecedented 2 playoff series this spring. Casey reflected on the club's success after Friday's deflating 113-187 loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers in Game 6. Casey joined the Raptors in the summer of 2011 after serving as Rick Carlisle's assistant in Dallas for 3 seasons. The 59-year-old Casey is the winningest coach in Raptors history, holding a 210-184 record during his 5 seasons. First off, congrats to Dwayne Casey for a great season. They all, I don't know if they even had first place in the East, but they was in second place for a long time. I believe the NBA snubbed Dwayne Casey because they had the All-Star game in Canada. They was on the roll. I think at that time they might have been in first place. I think either they was in first place or second place. But instead of giving it to Dwayne Casey, which I would have rightfully gave it to, they gave it to Tyronn Lue, who just got the job after they fired David Black. So just for the simple fact that you came in as an interim coach, you shouldn't have been qualified to coach the All-Star game. It should have been Dwayne Casey, but it is what it is. But this is all about Dwayne Casey. Congrats to him. I'll go ahead and go first. I definitely believe he needed an extension. He brought that team to the conference finals. And each year that he coached, the team's gotten better and better record-wise. Now, I think I was on whose show? I was on 3-point conversion. The homie of the show, Raphael Haynes, or Mr. Controversy. I was on his show. He asked me the question: if they would have been bounced in the first round against the who was in the first round? If they was bounced in the first round in the Pacers because they took them 7 games, or bounced in the second round to the Heat that took them 7 games, would he have got the extension or would he got fired? I think he would have got the extension because this is my thing. I know there's a lot of at the time there was a lot of coaches out there. Right. But you wasn't gonna get better than what you had already with Dwayne Casey. He showed you that he could coach this team. And let's talk about this. The Raptors was limited after Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan. Jonas Valanciunas was hurt.
Bench players.
It was a big drop. Exactly. It was a big drop. So he made sugar out of ish real quick. And like I said, he is deserving, whether or not they made it to the conference finals or won the conference finals or what, he deserved an extension to his contract. What say you? You deserve the money?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he deserves every penny they're going to give him, and they're not stupid. They're going to pay him. I mean, you said from first season, was it 23 win season?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Back in 2011, 2012 until now, 56 games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've been competitive all year with a limited roster. Yeah, he's definitely worth the money. And who knows, they could be a player or two away from actually, doing something. And they did something this year too, but of course they went up against Cleveland, who was actually, just the better. But yeah, he deserved it, and I like Toronto. I like what he did with the team this year. They was competitive in most games.
Right. Okay. So you agree with the extension?
Oh, definitely.
All right. Cool.
You get it.
Yeah. Right. And you know what? You got to. That's as much of a passport problem it is, or a tax problem it is living in Canada. You got to agree. If there's a team that's hyped, it got to be Toronto Raptors. It's the only team in Canada. It seems like Canada surrounded that team, and the fans are straight diehards for the team. So I don't know if there's too many teams in the United States that can match up with the fan frenzy that they have up there in the Great White North. So
yeah, even though it's in another country, it's close. The symmetry is still,
right.
Close to, it ain't no farther than the Bulls playing LA. It's like actually closer. The Bulls,
right.
Chicago to Toronto is closer than, I think Chicago to LA.
Right.
So, they just on the other side of the border, but I get it. It's still another country, different rules.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. Sticking with Toronto, another player is looking to get paid out, getting paid in Toronto. Bismack Biyombo is certain to decline his player option to become a unrestricted free agent. In the move widely expected, Toronto Raptors center Bismack Biyombo will decline next year's $2.9 million option by June 4th and become an unrestricted free agent July 4th. Biyombo breakout playoff performance has prompted league executive to forecast an annual salary of at least $15 million, that's per year, on the open market. A huge pay increase that expected to price the cash-strapped Raptors out of the bidding for the 23-year-old rim protector. Biyombo's superb play this spring was a catalyst for the Raptors' success, particularly against the Cleveland Cavaliers, who had trouble containing the active rebounder and shot blocker during their testy 6-game series. Biyombo's 26 points in Game 3 broke his own team record set earlier this season against the Indiana Pacers and made him just the fourth player to grab 25 or more rebounds in the playoff game since 1984, joining Hakeem Olajuwon, Tim Duncan, and Dwight Howard. His standout series against the Cavaliers saw the former first-round pick average 6.3 points, 10.3 rebounds, and 1.8 blocks on 56% shooting. Congrats to Bismack Biyombo for balling out at the right time, peaking at the right time, so he could get paid now. Like I said before, he's going to get paid $2.9 million the upcoming season, but he's going to take the player's option, get up out of there, and become a free agent where they talking about between $10 million to $15 million a year in a contract. So let me ask you this. I'm going to let you go first on this way. Number one, do you think Biyombo deserves 10 to 15 million a year contract?
Okay. Now, this is his second year.
Is this his? Oh, we talking about in the league?
Yeah.
No, he been in the league. He got drafted by Charlotte. I want to say 2-3 years ago. He didn't play. He ain't played nothing like he playing now. That's the reason why he got traded to Toronto.
That's That's the best thing about this game. BB finna get paid.
Right.
All you got to have is time, and it's everything.
Right.
He's gonna get paid. But the thing, like you got in the notes right here, Toronto might not be able to keep him now.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
right.
So you're looking for teams looking for a true center or whatever. I'm still not convinced that they're trying to go back that route or whatever. You know, he just probably, you know, he's not a back to his basket type of player. He's a hustling, you know, he's another Noah type player, you know. He's gonna hustle.
Good point.
He's gonna get his points, you know, by scrapping or whatever. I'm not sure how the league now, you know, project players like that as far as how they're going to pay him or whatever. Mm-hmm. But he did a lot for Toronto, and they was on the big stage. So he's definitely going to get a look at. And whether he stay in Toronto or not, I definitely would have took the free agent route. You know, even if I end up still in Toronto, you know,
right.
I definitely would have put myself out there. You know, if somebody was willing to give me $2 million more, I'm gone.
Right.
You know? So,
right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Did you answer the question? 10? Would you give him 10, 15 million a year?
No. Okay. I wouldn't give him no 15, no 10. No.
Okay.
I would definitely give him more.
Right.
2.5 he making, you know, maybe 5, possibly 7 to be a stretch, but not 10 to 15. No.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, before we move on, man, answer your question. Bismack Biyombo was drafted in 2011 by the Charlotte Hornets.
Okay.
And then 2015, he got
traded to Toronto.
Exactly. Now, to answer your, to give you my response to the question, let me clear this up real quick. Nah, he don't deserve no $10, $15 million. No, he is a backup center. Let's not forget that. I understand he had a great, like I say, he peaked at the right time. He had a great conference finals, but let's not forget Jonas. Let me get his name right. I want to tear it up. Jonas Valanciunas is a starting center. If he didn't get hurt, Biombo, we wouldn't even be talking about this with Biombo.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree he deserves more than $2.9 million a year. But I can't max him out to no $10, $15 million. You can't max out a backup center. So, and another thing, like we just got through saying, in the free agent market, you got two people on the Raptors that's due to get paid. You got him and you got DeMar DeRozan.
Mm-hmm.
DeMar DeRozan come first. If there's not enough money left over, thank you for your services, Bismack, but you got to go. And he's gonna get paid. Somebody gonna pay him.
Somebody gonna pay him. He's gonna make more. He's gonna make more than 2.9 next year, definitely.
Exactly. There's 29 teams out there, and like we just got through saying, I think the last episode, the money about the
about to
go up, right, from 70, I think it was 70 some million now to 92 million.
Right. Yeah.
So somebody gonna pay him. Somebody gonna need his services. You know.
Oh, yeah.
And I hope he worked in the off season to get his shot better. If he had a jumper, a mid range jumper, and like you said, had back to the basket, could go over your left, go over your right shoulder.
Right.
He'll be a dominant center in the league. But once again, congrats to Bismack. He did a great job making his brand known and about to get paid. So
BB.
All right, next up in the NBA, after a playoff collapse. First, let me ask you this. We just seen the Thunder blow a 3-1 series lead to the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors walked them down, turned them over, and got them. Now they're going to the NBA Finals. Do you consider this a choke? Let me ask you that. Is it a choke job for the Thunder?
Yeah, they choked. Yeah, they choked. And I like OKC.
Okay.
But yeah, they choked.
Okay. I hear you.
And any other players on that team that worth their salt can admit that they choked. And even after that game, you know, what I like about the Thunder was they didn't just, you know, after the last, you know, the buzzer went off, they didn't just, go to the locker room, whatever. They stayed on the court with Golden State, you know, and they, you know, congratulated them or whatever, you know, because it was a hard-fought series. Only player I didn't see out there was Westbrook, you know, to be honest with you. I didn't see him. I saw pretty much everybody else. But, yeah, you know, they choked. They blew an opportunity, you know. So when will they get another one? I still think they're an athletic shooting guard away, you know, getting back to the finals, you know, or, you know, trying to get back to it, getting back into the same position that they were in, you know, this year. So we'll see.
Okay. Now, I hear what you're saying. I don't consider this a choke job. I do consider this a collapse. Now, let me tell you the difference between the two. I see you shaking your head. It's all good, bro. Let me tell you the difference between the two. A choke job is like if the Golden State Warriors lost to the Houston Rockets in the first round. If the Warriors had a 3-1 lead over the Rockets in the first round, and the Rockets walked them down, that is what I consider a choke job. Because you expect the Golden State Warriors to beat the Rockets big time. You know what I'm saying? This one here, I agree with you. I like the Oklahoma City Thunder. I like the Golden State Warriors. Right now, of course, you had a number one going up against a number three. You had the number one down 3-1. And during them two, the game 5, game 6, game 7, they actually had the lead. And like what I think the last time we was picking conference finals, I told you during the season, I had a problem with with the Oklahoma City Thunder having the lead in the fourth quarter and losing it. They just played the form in the conference finals when it came to game 5, game 6, game 7. You had the lead and you choked it away.
Okay.
That's how I see it.
Okay, what?
Oh, did I say choke away? I'm sorry. No, you collapsed. They didn't choke. They collapsed.
Oh, they choked.
No, man.
A collapse. Okay. A collapse is. Let me see the difference. Let me tell you my definition between collapse and choke. Choke is, I say they choke because you up 3-1. Mm-hmm. You got your opponent down. The next 3 games, you actually had the lead late in the fourth quarter.
Right.
But you did not put your foot on their neck and turn it. You know, you just got them down. You got your foot on their chest and you're looking at them, but they still scuffling and fight. And that's what they did, you know. Okay. But you got to put your foot on their throat, you know, and turn it and let them know, you know. But these being the champions, you can't just beat the champions. You got to knock them out.
Right.
They beat Golden State. They didn't knock them out.
Okay.
You know, that's the collapse part. The collapse part was the end result, you know.
Okay.
That was the end result with collapse. You know, we had them, and you know what happened. I don't know what happened. I just, you know, whatever, you know. But no, you choked because you had opportunity to win the game late in the game. You know. Okay. You turnovers, you know, throwing the ball away. That's choking. You are a professional team. This is crunch time. This is money. You know, this is what you do. This is how you get to the next level. Mm-hmm. You know, choke.
Okay. I hear what you're saying, and we're gonna move on. But I'm just gonna piggyback on what you're saying. The reason why I'm saying it's a collapse more so than a choke. Like I said, if it was the Houston Rockets beating the Golden State Warriors or the Houston Rockets beating the Oklahoma City Thunder, that's the choke job. That means you was superior. You was superior.
Golden State was favored over them, over OKC.
Exactly. That's my whole point. Oklahoma City Golden State was supposedly superior than the Thunder, and only a few people, including yourself, picked the Thunder to win this thing. They had them 3-1. I understand that. I totally understand that. But you going up against a team that just broke the regular season record of wins with 73 wins, 9 losses. Mm-hmm. You going up against the back-to-back MVP of the league and Steph Curry. Mm-hmm. The Thunder had the Warriors in game 6, but damn it, Klay Thompson pulled out daggers at the end of the game and started hitting. He hit 11 threes. You went up against a team that shot 90 3-pointers in the series. That's not, I mean, and you had them. Don't get me wrong. I understand they had them, but you had a collapse. You didn't choke. The superior team got the best of you.
I know we need a web poll here.
Yes, exactly. I think I'm going to go ahead and put it up there. I'm going to go ahead and put this together. So people out there, you got to let us know. Matter of fact, let me put this out here real quick. You guys got to let us know. Did the Thunder collapse? Or did they choke? Oh. I'm putting it out there right quick, right now. Did the Thunder collapse or did they choke? I had to put it out there. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put it on the webpage or getwithsports.wordpress.com, see what they say. We're going to give a response. We're going to get these people to let us know if they choke or collapse. Oh, yeah. But let's go ahead and move on.
Okay.
It was a great series, though, I have to admit.
Great series. In the end.
So, you know what? I ain't even got to read. Oh, since we talked about the season's over, now we got Kevin Durant. He has to be the number 1 free agent out there that everybody got to try to grab or try to even get a chance to grab. Okay. But here we go. Let me read these notes real quick. Okay. It says the Thunder could have been a team that knocked off the Warriors after this record-setting 73 wins regular season, which we just discussed. The Thunder will be remembered for a playoff collapse. That's just my thought. You say choke. They became the 10th NBA team to lose a playoff series and the 3rd in the conference finals after taking a 3-1 lead and now head into an uncertain offseason with Durant eligible to become an unrestricted free agent in July. I think it's July 1st. If he does leave the only franchise he has played for in his 9-year career, he will do it having failed to deliver a championship for Oklahoma City. The closest the Thunder have gotten to during Durant's tenure was when they lost the NBA Finals in 5 games to LeBron James and the Miami Heat in 2012. They then lost in the second round the next season in the conference finals in 2014 to San Antonio before missing the playoffs entirely because of injuries to Durant last year and cost Scott Brooks his job. But under the first year of head coach Billy Donovan, Oklahoma City earned a 3rd seed in the top-heavy Western Conference this season and then upset 67-win San Antonio in the second round. The Thunder followed that by winning 3 of the first 4 games against the Warriors with a pair of lopsided wins at home. But after losing Game 5 on the road, the Thunder blew an opportunity to eliminate the Warriors at home on Saturday night. Oklahoma City led by 7 points with less than 5 minutes remaining, but made only 1 basket and committed 6 turnovers down the stretch of a 108-101 loss that could haunt the franchise for years. So let me ask you this. Kevin Durant, top free agent out there in the market. Does he leave OKC and try another team somewhere else, or does he stay there and ride it out?
I think he stays and ride it out.
Okay.
I think he stays and ride it out. I don't think he's that type of player that will look for, do the whole LeBron, them, act or whatever. I don't think he's that type of player. I think been in OKC 9 years. They close. They've been close. They're close now. It's not like they rebuilding or anything. They may be 1 piece away, 1 or 2 pieces away. Mm-hmm. I think OKC probably can pay him the most. I'm not sure about that. I don't know how much money would be a factor. He's like I said, with the new NBA deal, TV deal, whatever. He gonna pretty much get what he want anyway from anywhere. Is where he feel comfortable at, where he gonna be happy at. And I just think he's the type of player that's gonna stay and say, okay, let's get some pieces together, and we're gonna bring a championship to OKC.
I agree. I think he got a great relationship with Russell Westbrook. I think they got the big brother, little brother type situation. I think I said this once. This is another thing I said on 3-point conversion show, that they got it set up where Russell Westbrook is the alpha dog, but Kevin Durant's big brother. They let Russell Westbrook be Russell Westbrook on the court. When it comes to press conferences and somebody trying to throw a jab at Russell Westbrook, there's times where I seen Kevin Durant told him, "I got this," and just spoke his mind for Westbrook and the team. So they got great little chemistry over there in Oklahoma City. Mm-hmm. I believe Kevin Durant is a loyal person. You could tell, mama's boy, whatever you want to say, but he's loyal to whoever supporting him.
Right, loyal to him, right.
He's in a nice little environment. I ain't gonna say nice little environment. He's in a small market, which I think he's comfortable with. He don't need to be in New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, New York. Right. He's not the type that's gonna. If these players now looking at their brand, looking at their legacy. To me, what I believe is if you keep jumping from team to team to team to team, that's lessening the power that you have in your legacy.
Right.
That's what I think is going on with LeBron James. That's what I think is going on with Dwight Howard. I think he's going to stay where he's at. And to answer your question about the money situation, he's about to get, if he plays his card right, he's going to sign a 1-year extension with the Thunder. And I think that's going to be $26 million. I believe that's what it is for 1 year. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Then, like I said, the money will go up again. Mm-hmm. So after you play this 1 year, find out what. Now, another thing that's going to weigh with him is what Russell Westbrook going to do after next season.
Right.
If he leaves for LA. That might change the tide for Kevin Durant. But with that being said, if he stays again, if he re-up on the contract after next year, they say after 5 years he is set to accumulate $246 million.
Mm.
Damn, boy. I should have stayed playing basketball, man. That's how been good as Kevin Durant, but that's a little of that cheese. That's a little bit.
Right.
But anyway, I agree with you. Just to move on, I agree with you. I believe Kevin Durant's going to stay there. But believe me, I'm sure there's going to be teams out there going to be chomping at the bit trying to get his service.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And before we move on to the next subject, I got a list of prominent players headed to the free agency, including with Kevin Durant. You got LeBron James, Cavaliers. He's going to stay with the Cavaliers. Well, this the next room I heard. I'm gonna let you know this right now. I heard Stephen A. Smith say it, and I can't remember who the other broadcasting talent I heard say it. They said if LeBron James win a chip for the land this year, he's up. I heard he go back Miami Heat. I heard he might go to LA. So this is what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna say I hate LeBron James. I don't like the ish that he's doing, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't like his flopping. I don't like this going back and forth.
Right. As a fan, you can't even keep basketball cards no more. You know
exactly. You can't keep jerseys. I don't buy jerseys, but people who buy jerseys,
right?
Come on, man.
That's why I won't buy no more. My last jersey is a Derek Lee jersey.
Yep. Exactly.
They move around too much.
Exactly. So okay. So LeBron James got a play option after this season. Dwayne Wade, unrestricted free agent from the Heat. I can see he's gonna have to take a pay cut. Pat Riley. If you're gonna stay here, you're gonna have to take a pay cut so he could build his team up. And I think something tell me Dwayne Wade gonna fall suit. He's a lifer. I think he's a lifer in the Miami Heat, and I think the Miami Heat might have a job for him, just like they did Alonzo Mourning. I think they'll do that with Dwayne Wade. So I believe Dwayne Wade gonna stay there in Miami. And then let's not forget, it's Miami. That's to say. Dirk Nowitzki has a player option with the Mavericks. I can see him staying there. Dirk Nowitzki still got a lot of tank. He actually kept that team afloat. They made it they was sixth seed in the playoffs. He's still hitting them, still lights out with that fadeaway jumper he got. And I think he knows where his bread is buttered.
Right.
The Dallas Mavericks. DeMar DeRozan with the Raptors. He might go back to LA. We'll see how much Toronto's willing to pay him. Al Horford is from the Atlanta Hawks. He's an unrestricted free agent. Mike Conley from the Memphis Grizzlies, unrestricted. Hassan Whiteside from the Heat, unrestricted. Bismack Biyombo, he has a play option. We just talked about that.
Right.
Nicholas Batum from the Charlotte Hornets, unrestricted. And Harrison Barnes from the Warriors. Bradley Beal from the Wizards are restricted free agents. Dwight Howard from the Rockets has a play option. Luol Deng from the Heat is unrestricted. That's the top players that's in who's for free agency July 1st. Now, as a diehard Chicago Bulls fans, as we both are, out of that list, I'll do whatever it takes. I'll take Al Horford from the Atlanta Hawks. I'll even take Harrison Barnes from the Golden State Warriors. Those two, I hope the Bulls go after. That's just me.
Barnes is your 3.
Yeah. He's your 3.
He's your 3, but they still got Dunleavy under contract, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Al Horford. Al Horford. I would take him.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely take him.
You know what? To me, everybody's up on the block on the Bulls except for Jimmy Butler. Just me. Everybody's up for Jimmy Butler, but you can say Hassan Whiteside. It matters. You make room on the team for you. I think we could only pay two players, and those are two I'll take. I know what I get out of Al Horford. I know what I get out of Harrison Barnes. Yeah. I do believe.
Bulls. I look at BB too.
Bismack?
Yeah. would.
Yeah. Raw
Young,
talent that you can work with.
yeah.
Good point. Good point. What about Hassan Whiteside?
I'm not too sure about him.
Yeah, he's not consistent enough for me.
Yeah, I'm not. You know.
He kind of like runs off the rails every now and then.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, those I give it the ones that
definitely give Harrison Barnes a look, because if Derek can come back and play like we all think he will, then that's gonna make a good year for both of them. You know.
Right. And I think Harrison Barnes, after he wins his championship, if he wins his championship this year, I think he's gonna find. I don't think he like his playing time in Golden State. He shares it with Andre Iguodala and Sean Livingston. I don't think he like his spot there. See, I think he look for more playing time.
They're better defenders than he is in the door. You know, so that's pretty much the gist of that. With his scoring ability, they have scoring, you know, on the floor all over the place. So I really don't need your 15 points, but I need you to play defense, you know, on some of these guards, especially in the West, you know.
Right.
And that may be the sticking point with him. I say the Bulls because last year the Bulls completely lost their identity. They're no longer a defensive team. And certain times of the game, they was no longer a team, you know. So I don't think it will be as important, you know, for him to come in and be this dominant defensive player. They just need a good player, you know. So that's why I said him, you know, with the Bulls.
Totally agree with you. Agree with everything that you're saying. So yeah, those are the players we expect. Well, we hope the Bulls go after in free agency. All right, let's move on to LeBron James. As much as I ain't gonna say I hate LeBron James. I'm not a enthusiast of LeBron James, I guess you could say, but LeBron James is, if not the best player, one of the best players in the NBA right now. Just true to form, LeBron James is the 8th player to play in 6 straight NBA finals. James' dominance of the NBA over the past decade was highlighted with another landmark on Friday. The Cavaliers 113-87 victory in Game 6 against the Raptors sent James to his 6th consecutive NBA finals, making him the 8th player in the league history to compete that many times in a row and the first in 50 years. As a further testament of LeBron's accomplishments, all of the other 7 players were members of the Boston Celtics dynasties of the 1950s and 60s. Bill Russell, Sam Jones, Casey Jones, Seth Sanders, Tommy Heinsohn, Frank Ramsey, and Bob Cousy, is the other player. So he's the only non-Celtic to accomplish this feat. The last year James did not play in the NBA Finals was 2010, which marked Kobe Bryant's last title with the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron played in another Finals in 2007 and sports a record of 2-4 so far. Both titles coming with the Miami Heat. So congratulations to LeBron James. Let me ask you this question, bruh. LeBron went there 6 times. Well, right now, he's 4-2.
Okay.
Oh, is he 4-2?
2-4.
Thank you. He's 2-4. All right. He's going to 6 times in a row. I got that. But he's 2-4 right now. Okay. If Golden State wins this one, that means Steph Curry went 2-1-2. Who is better, LeBron James or Steph Curry? Now, for all you guys out there, I'm just gonna plant it in your head right now. Do not compare LeBron James to Michael Jordan. That ain't even close, bruh. Just for the simple fact, LeBron James 2-4. Damn it, Michael Jordan won 3 in a row, was MVP of all 3 finals. Took a break and came back and won another 3 in a row and another 3 MVP of the finals. So he's 6-0. LeBron James only won 2. So shut up. That ain't even under discussion.
Right.
Get him out of there. We talking about Stephen Curry and LeBron James. LeBron James 2-4 right now. If the Golden State Warriors beat the Cavaliers this year, Stephen Curry's 2-2.
Right.
No, 2-0. I'm sorry, 2-0. It back to back.
Right. Now,
LeBron James or Stephen Curry?
I can take my hat off to LeBron for getting that 6 straight times.
Exactly.
That's a feat in itself.
Exactly.
I think that your question is, will Steph Curry be a better MVP because he's 2-2?
Yeah,
MVP or
better player.
Better player.
When you put him above, who comes first, Stephen Curry or LeBron James?
Now, see, I don't know. I don't know because as great as Steph Curry is, he got an awesome team. You know,
good point.
He got an awesome team. As great as LeBron is, he can't do it by himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I don't know how to exactly put that as far as who will be better. I think Steph will have more success at 2-0. Mm-hmm. You know, although, you know, LeBron, this will be his, you know, 6th, 7th. What this is his 6th one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's been already 6 times. This is his 7th.
This is 7th, exactly.
Right. So I mean, you can't take that away from him. You know, you can't. Mm-hmm. You just can't. He's been there 7 straight years. I mean, when he first started going there, Steph Curry wasn't even in the league.
Right.
You know? So from that regards, you can't compare. I would say from the last since Steph Curry been going, you know, okay, I'm 2-0, you 0-2. You know, just I would only go by since I've been in the league, LeBron. I know what you was doing before, but since I've been here, this is what's been going on since I've been in the league. So Steph Curry been in the league, what? This is 4th year?
4th, 5th. I think it's 5th. I'll check for you.
4th or 5th year. So I will have to go from that point, you know, 4 or 5 years in, you know, and my record at that point will be better than yours. I will have just as many wins as you do.
Okay.
You know.
Cool. Gotcha. Steph came into the league in 2009, so that'd be 6 years, right?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So okay.
Yeah, that's how I would have to look at it.
You know what? I'm not even prolonging. I definitely agree with what you're saying. It's hard to compare. It's like a trick question. I just want to hear what you had to say. You can't compare. You can't compare LeBron James and Steph Curry right now. Like you said, Steph Curry's on a blueprint team. LeBron James carried teams. You know what I'm saying? He carried his first time against, I think it was San Antonio Spurs. He went to the finals to play. He was the only player on the team. You know, Boobie Gibson. He didn't have any help. Last year, he was damn near the only player of the team going up against Golden State Warriors. So if you ask me to pick, it doesn't matter who I need at that time. LeBron James for all-around play, Stephen Curry for them shots and facilitating. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you just gotta either you pick the it doesn't matter which models you want. Basically what it is.
Right.
You know. So, all right, man, let's go ahead. We got a couple of minutes left, 10 minutes left. We are about to jump on what we're supposed to be jumping on, which is the NBA 2016 NBA Finals. You got the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Golden State Warriors redo. Yeah, this is the rematch everybody wanted to see. Whether the NBA put it together or not, it's up to your controversial thinking. But it is what it is. We got them together. First series tip off tomorrow night at Oracle Arena. The schedule is they play, like I said, Thursday, June 2nd. They play Sunday, June 5th, Wednesday, June 8th, Friday, June 10th, Monday, June 13th, if needed, Thursday, June 16th, if needed, and Game 7 will be on Sunday, June 19th. All of these.
They don't have a Saturday game.
I know, right? That's just hurting us with our work schedule. And they all on ABC. All right. You want me to go first or you want to go first?
I can go first.
Cavaliers or Warriors, bro? You say you want me to go first?
No, I can go first.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
I'm going Warriors. Rematch, victory, win. For one, I think, first of all, from 1 through 12, Golden State got a better team.
Mm-hmm.
I think Golden State has advantage as far as the coach.
Mm-hmm.
Golden State has home court advantage. Golden State has the MVP, 2-time MVP. Golden State has all the intangibles in their corner. I'm not counting they scoring. Everybody know they can score, but they don't get a lot of credit for us. They defense. They do play defense. They play good defense. Now I know all the hype about LeBron, he took him to game 6 and he didn't even have Love and Irving, whatever. Okay. Fine, that's fine. I think that I think the series will be more competitive. It may even get to a game 7. I'm not going to say it's going to go 7. I think it may go 6. LeBron, he's had a lot of rest even between the series. I mean, even if they play Thursday, the next game is Sunday. I mean, it's a lot. That's a lot. But then again, they may have Golden State too, that rest in between there. What else? They got just a lot of pressure on Tyronn Lue. This is it. They didn't fire one guy who got them there, the last couple years or whatever. And now you're in the same spot. So you can't do nothing but win it because he got them there. Right. They at the same spot last year with the other guy. Right. So anything else less than a victory, finals victory, is still a failure. The other guy could have done that. They didn't need to hire you for that. So right. I think it's a lot of pressure on LeBron, and I think because you said the rumor has it if he win, he leaving Cleveland. He ain't going nowhere because they ain't winning.
Okay.
So I'm taking Golden State in 6. I like what Golden State bringing. I think it's going to be a different type of game than last year. I mean, they swept both games this year against Cleveland, and they had everybody. Cleveland. This is the thing with Cleveland. They can't unless they do something different. They can't run with Golden State. They have to make their shots. And all year long, the most inconsistent shooter on Cleveland has been LeBron. As far as jump shooting,
Okay.
Make LeBron shoot it.
Right.
That's my thing. Make him shoot it.
Okay.
So that's my take on it.
Okay, cool. I beg you. That's the reason why we brothers. I agree with everything you just said, but I'm just gonna add on a little bit more to this.
Okay.
A little bit more swag.
A little bit more.
All right. I agree with you. They got a better lineup than the Cleveland Cavaliers. They got a more consistent lineup. I know Klay Thompson was kind of like ghost last year, but they didn't need Klay Thompson last year. This year they're gonna need Klay Thompson. This is a year that there's no excuses for the Cleveland Cavaliers. You can't say Kyrie Irving. If Kyrie Irving was here, if Kevin Love was here, you got Kevin Love, you got Kyrie Irving. I don't hear no excuses after the Golden State Warriors put their foot in your rear. All right. You see, I believe that the Warriors are battle ready. They went through the West. The West is totally different than the East. As you can tell with the Cleveland Cavaliers, they swept the Pistons, they swept the Hawks. They went surprisingly, the Raptors took them to 6 games, and I believe they got exposed because I'm telling you right now, Tristan Thompson, I'm glad you got your money last year because you are not giving out the effort that you're getting paid for because Bismack Biyombo punked him in the last series. He got exposed. All right, so that's what we got in the East. The Warriors had to go through the Rockets, which was a walk. Trailblazers, they're the up and coming team, and the Thunder. So they prime right now. They're ready to go.
Right.
When it comes to shooting, do we even have to talk about shooting? You got the Splash Brothers. You got I seen Harrison Barnes can heat up. Sean Livingston, he's a tall, lanky guard that could slash and get his layup, get his dunk. Who else is on there? Harrison Barnes. Iguodala play defense. Look, the Cavaliers, they're too inconsistent. Is J.R. Smith gonna show up? We don't know. Is Kevin Love gonna show up? We don't know. Oh, Draymond Green can hit threes. That's the other. I knew there's another
scorer, Draymond Green. Yeah,
exactly. You don't have that many scorers on the Cavaliers. Like I said, J.R. Smith, he's inconsistent. He could be hot one day, cold the next. Kyrie Irving, if he stay healthy, he can help out LeBron James. But to me, LeBron James is the only consistent player out there that can score. Richard Jefferson, great pickup. What's the other? Shannon Fry, great pickup. They gonna need all hands on deck on that game. They got to come with their A game. I'm gonna tell you just how it's gonna go.
Okay.
Kevin Love's not gonna be there. Kevin Love gonna get punked out. Draymond Green gonna tell him to sit over there in the corner. Don't leave that corner. Tristan Thompson, I just got through telling you he ain't gonna get all the rebounds that you expect. He ain't gonna get none of them offensive rebounds that he got last year. Iman Shumpert, he don't even show up. I don't even know anything about him now. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, Kevin Love in the corner. He's not even going to be relevant. LeBron James going to have to put the team on his back again unless J.R. Smith shows up. Kyrie Irving will be hurt in Game 3. By Game 3, Kyrie Irving will be injured.
He out of the series by Game 3?
He's out of the series by Game 3. And when the dust settled, the Golden State Warriors will become back-to-back champions by either winning it in Game 5 or they're going to win it in Game 6.
Game 6.
It will not go to Game 7. And even if it goes to a Game 7, going back to Oracle Arena, you don't have a chance, man.
Yeah.
So the Cavaliers, only chance Cavaliers got is just bust them in the butt one of these first 2 games. If they don't get one of these first 2 games, it's over.
They definitely need one of the first 2 games, preferably the first one.
Yeah, shock them. Yeah, get that surprise up in there.
Right, you want that one because you're the most rested team. You want all that to come out. You definitely want that first game, especially since the next one is 3 days later. You know? Because if you lose, now you got to sit. Now you're anxious. You got to sit for them 3 days or whatever.
Right.
Right.
Okay. So, but I say Game 5, Warriors in 5. If not, Warriors in 6. You say 6?
I say 6, but I like 5 because they be at home.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Well, I think it'll be 6.
Okay. Cool. So there you have it. Both of us gave you our picks. Both of us picked the Warriors, either 5 or 6. Tell us what you think. Put it down in the comments. And as always, it's time to close shop here, bruh. We want to thank all you guys for joining in, checking out the video. If you're watching it on YouTube, we want to thank you guys for listening in. If you're listening on Spreaker, this is Get With It Sports, place where you get your sports with a little swag. I'm Glass.
And I'm Brandon.
The best tag team tandem out here in sports talk. Like I said, you can catch us if you want to watch the video. Go to our YouTube channel at Get With It Sports 2. Mm-hmm. That's the number 2. If you're listening to the podcast, download the Spreaker app. Look for Get With It Sports Media. Follow the show so you can listen to all the shows that we have on Get With It Sports Media, and we thank you for it. Check out the blog page at getwithitsports.wordpress.com. You can follow us on Twitter, me at Get With It Sports, my partner in crime here, Brandon at LEB412. And if you got any comments, questions, want us on your show, just want to shoot the ish, you can email us at getwithitsports2, that's the number 2, at gmail.com. For both Glass and Brandon, Get With It Sports. As always, be good, be safe, get with it. Peace.